Vin Diesel always dreamed of finding the love of his life and starting a family. However, he took his time to find the right person to be by his side for the rest of his life. Although it took a little longer than expected, falling in love with Paloma Jimenez was worth the wait. After over a decade together, she changed his life and gave him 3 beautiful children. The couple has been very protective over their private lives, but Diesel has opened up about how much he cherishes his partner. For them, there's nothing more important than family. Vin Diesel, whose real name is Mark Sinclair, has always made sure to keep his private life out of the prying eyes of Hollywood. In a 2006 interview, the actor explained that he doesn't like to share intimate details about his life with the public, although he never really gave any reasons as to why. He said, "I'm not going to put it out there on a magazine cover like some other actors. I come from the Harrison Ford, Marlon Brando, Robert De Niro, Al Pacino code of silence. Considering the amount of fame he's garnered over his successful career in the spotlight, we have to give him some credit for being able to stick to this code of silence. It's almost refreshing to see when celebrities are less than forthcoming about their personal lives. However, that doesn't stop fans from wanting all the nitty-gritty details." However, Diesel did open up about the moment he realized he wanted to become a father. In 2005, Vin starred in the film The Pacifier, where he worked alongside a handful of child actors. His time with the kids brought out a parental side of his that was new to him, and he loved it. However, he knew he'd have to find the perfect partner before he could consider becoming a father. He shared, "It really started to bring out this desire to have a child. It took a couple of years after that to find the right person and to hopefully be mature enough to be a great father, which is really all you want to do." The details of how Diesel first met Mexican model Paloma Jimenez are still a mystery. Paloma began her modeling career in Mexico and appeared in ads and campaigns for some of the world's best-known brands. She also did photo shoots for various agencies before moving to the United States to further her career. Diesel felt an immediate connection with Jimenez and knew he wanted to spend the rest of his life with her. However, the model was focused on building her career and wasn't interested in getting swept off her feet by a famous actor. Her lack of interest didn't stop Vin from doing everything he could to grab Paloma's attention, and eventually she gave in to his charm. Vin was 40 years old and Paloma was 24 when they officially started dating in 2007. However, their 16-year age gap didn't get in the way of them falling in love. Since then, they've kept virtually every detail about their relationship under lock and key. Vin and Paloma welcomed their first child, a daughter, Hania Riley, in 2008. After becoming a father, the actor admitted he was nervous about having to be a parent. He knew how important it was to be a good father, and he wanted to make sure he could do the best he could for his daughter. He shared, "It's amazing how it becomes your primary focus. Am I going to be a good dad?" As it turned out, it was the late Paul Walker, Vin's best friend and Fast and Furious co-star, who was the one to put the actor's fears about becoming a father at ease. Before their first child was born, Paul could tell that Vin was feeling anxious. At the time, no one knew that Paloma was going to be giving birth soon, but Diesel shared the news with his best friend. Vin recalled the moment when Paul came into his trailer and asked him what was on his mind, sharing, "I wasn't telling anyone in the world that my daughter was about to be born." I'll never forget what he said to me. He said, "Vin, you go into that hospital room and you cut the umbilical cord. It will be the best day of your life." When Hania was born, Diesel said, "I did everything but literally pull her out." The actor cut the umbilical cord and said he was more present than he could have ever dreamed of, adding, "The bonding that allowed with my daughter is priceless." 2 years later, they had a son, Vincent Sinclair. In 2015, they had another daughter, Pauline, whom they named after Paul after he tragically passed away 2 years earlier. Vin explained that it was a way to keep his best friend's memory as part of his family and world. The day Pauline was born, Diesel sensed Paul was there by his side as he welcomed his daughter into the world. Vin shared Walker's influence on his journey to becoming a dad, writing, "He was an important part of my transition to fatherhood." While the couple has kept their private lives out of the spotlight, that doesn't mean Diesel hasn't celebrated his longtime partner. In 2014, he took to his Instagram to post a photo of Jimenez holding their son. Diesel called her his Mayan queen and continued to say, "There is no greater gift to a man than a loving mother to his children." In 2017, Diesel gushed about Paloma, saying, "I'm speechless. She's so stunningly beautiful. But the thing people don't realize is she's my rock." He described his partner as the perfect mother and said that she's just so wonderful in so many ways. Even though they faithfully kept quiet about their lives together, Jimenez isn't hidden away either. She manages to attend all of her partner's red carpet and other events. In addition, Diesel explained that he and Paloma prefer to go on dates in Europe because he is not so easily recognized there. He believes that relationships between celebrities and their fans can become a little too intense for his liking. He said, people going through your trash, taking your photo at Starbucks, mashing up your last names into a Bennifer-style punchline. Although it's never been confirmed whether or not Vin and Paloma are married, their children have all taken on his last name. It's possible that there was a secret wedding no one knows about. We wouldn't be surprised, considering how private they are about their relationship. However, maybe the couple is perfectly happy not being married and keeping things just the way that they are. After over a decade together, it's pretty clear that their love and commitment to one another aren't going anywhere. Vin makes sure to always put his family first and has a close bond with all of his children. The actor shared that his oldest daughter often sends him sweet messages when he's off working on a movie. During an appearance on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, Diesel revealed how his daughter texts him and wishes him for his projects. He shared one of the texts sent by Hania while he was filming The Last Witch Hunter, which wrote,
"Hi, Daddy. I love you so much. I am so proud of you. I miss you so much. I believe in you, that you will make an awesome movie. I love you so much. I miss you so much. Love, Similche."
What's more, Vin and his family have maintained a close relationship with Paul's daughter, Meadow Walker. They consider her to be their fourth child, and Meadow thinks of Vin as her godfather. On the occasion of her 21st birthday, that actor shared a caption of Meadow alongside his daughter, Pauline, with a caption that wrote, "I could say that I am so proud of the person you are becoming, but the truth is I have always been proud of you. Happy birthday, Meadow. The family has a cake waiting for you when you get home, so hurry. Love you, kid. Uncle Vin." In October of 2021, Meadow got married to Louis Thornton Allen, and Diesel had the honor of walking her down the aisle. There are some couples who don't mind sharing the intimate details of their lives, and there are others who prefer to keep things to themselves. Vin and Paloma clearly enjoy being able to cherish their family away from the spotlight, and they wouldn't have it any other way. We're so happy that Vin was able to find the love of his life after searching for so long. There's no doubt that Paloma and his children have brought him an infinite amount of joy. It's clear that he and his Fast and Furious character Dominic Toretto share the same sentiment. There is nothing more important than family. Be well and be kind.